Cardi B broke down in tears after Stefon Diggs pulled off a surprise for her 33rd birthday. The Los Angeles sunset painted the sky in gold and purple, setting the scene for a night no one would forget. Everyone expected a diamond-dripped bash, but what came next had even Cardi speechless. For weeks, NFL star Stefon Diggs had been planning something big. He didn't want the usual glitz and flashing cameras. He wanted something real, something that hit straight to her heart. With the help of her family and team, Stefon arranged a secret party full of glam and genuine love. Cardi thought she was heading to a quiet industry dinner in a stunning red gown, her hair flowing like golden waves. But when she walked through those double doors, boom, her hit, "I Like It," blasted through the speakers as everyone yelled, "Happy birthday, Cardi!" Her eyes went wide. Megan Thee Stallion, Offset, Lizzo, even Beyoncé were all there smiling. The place was covered in red roses shaped into a giant 33 crystal chandeliers hanging above, and a gold-dripped cake that stole the show.
I got the best kids ever. Look what I come home to. Isn't it beautiful? Don Julio gave me these flowers. This is waving culture. Oh, who got me this little Chanel? What y'all got me in there? The little things, the little things, the little things, big things.
Then came the real shock. Stefon Diggs, standing in a sleek black tux, holding deep red roses. "Happy birthday, Belcalis," he said softly, using her real name. "Tonight's not about fame, it's about you, the woman behind the crown." The crowd went wild. Cardi covered her mouth, tears spilling as she laughed through them. "Boy, what you done did now!" It was pure emotion and real love shining through the glamour. The lights dropped low, and suddenly, every LED screen in the room lit up. A video montage appeared, something Stefon Diggs had secretly put together just for Cardi B's big night. It started with her early hustle days in tiny New York clubs, clips of her first viral videos, and that legendary Bodak Yellow breakthrough. Then came unseen moments, Cardi laughing backstage, hugging fans, and being a proud mom to culture and wave. The final clip hit deep, Cardi in her studio years ago crying tears of joy after finishing a song. The screen read, "You didn't come this far by luck, you came this far by heart." When the lights came back on, Cardi couldn't hold it anymore. Tears rolled down her cheeks as the crowd went quiet. Stefon walked up, gently wiped her tears, and whispered, "You inspire millions, but tonight, you deserve to just feel loved." Then he led her to the center of the room where a black velvet cloth hid something huge. With a sly smile, Stefon said, "This one took me months." He pulled the cloth off, and everyone gasped. A massive crystal heart gleamed under the lights, engraved with, "To the woman who turns pain into power. Happy 33rd, Cardi." Inside the heart sat a golden microphone, etched with culture and wave along the base. Cardi dropped to her knees, crying hard, overwhelmed by the love in the room. Even Offset looked emotional, his eyes locked on her. Stefon bent down, held her tight, and whispered, "You built an empire and never stopped being real. This heart, it's everything you are." When she finally stood, voice shaking, she grabbed the mic and said, "Yo, I ain't gonna lie, I'm speechless. I don't usually cry like this, but tonight..." She paused, wiping her face as the crowd roared with love. Cardi wiped her tears and took a shaky breath. "Tonight, I feel seen," she said. "Stefon, you didn't just throw me a party. You reminded me who I am, why I started. And I'll never forget that."
Yeah. No, I'm just really scared. Like, my stomach hurts.
The crowd exploded in applause, phones flashing like lightning as the emotional moment spread online within seconds. Hashtags like hashtag Cardi 33rd birthday, hashtag Stefon surprise, and hashtag Cardi melts in tears shot to the top of trending lists worldwide. Later that night, away from all the cameras, Cardi and Stefon slipped out onto a quiet balcony overlooking the glowing city lights. The faint sound of laughter floated from inside as she looked up at him and whispered, "You really did all that for me?" He smiled and said, "You give so much of yourself to the world, Cardi. You deserve someone who gives back. No cameras, no fame, just love." Her eyes shimmered. "You really gonna make me cry again?" she said, half laughing, half sobbing. Stefon chuckled softly, pulling her close. "Then cry," he whispered. "You earned those tears." For a brief moment, Cardi B wasn't the superstar. She was just a woman wrapped in the arms of someone who saw her heart beyond the spotlight. By morning, every major entertainment outlet was blazing with headlines. Stefon Diggs' emotional surprise leaves Cardi B in tears, and the gift everyone's talking about. Fans swore there was something deeper between them, but for Cardi, all that noise didn't matter. On Instagram, she posted a single photo of her holding the golden mic, the city lights glowing behind her. The caption read, "You made me feel like more than just Cardi B tonight. You made me feel like me again." Then she added one final touch. Hashtag grateful, hashtag 33. The internet went wild after the video dropped. Fans everywhere couldn't stop talking. Some said it was the sweetest thing they'd ever seen, while others were sure a romance was blooming between Cardi and Stefon. Social media flooded with memes, edits, and tribute clips, but the one that really broke the internet was a slow-motion video of Cardi crying in Stefon's arms, captioned, "When a man sees your soul, not your status." It had everyone talking. Weeks later, during an interview, Cardi smiled shyly when asked about the night. "It wasn't about no big party or flashy stuff," she said. "It was about being loved, right? And that, to me, was the real gift." Her voice carried warmth, not fame, just truth. And even as the world kept guessing what was really going on between her and Stefon, one thing was clear. Cardi's 33rd birthday became one of the most emotional, unforgettable nights of her life. The headlines called it, "Cardi B melts in tears after Stefon Diggs' surprise for her 33rd birthday." The world had seen Cardi dripping in diamonds and designer fits before, but never like this. Her 33rd wasn't the usual loud, over-the-top bash. Instead, it turned into something raw and real, something that reminded everyone there was more to Cardi B than the spotlight. Behind the scenes, her team had spent weeks planning the Beverly Hills Mansion bash, decked out in gold and blush tones, fit for a queen. But no one expected the emotional twist that made this night legendary. It was the kind of over-the-top bash only Cardi B could pull off. The guest list was stacked with Hollywood and hip-hop royalty. Offset, Megan Thee Stallion, Lizzo, and even Beyoncé, who sent a massive bouquet that looked straight out of a dream. But even with all the flashing lights and champagne toasts, one person stayed on Cardi's mind all night: Stefon Diggs. For months, fans had been whispering about the Buffalo Bills star and the Bodak Yellow Queen. Matching chains here, flirty comments there. Something was definitely sparking, but both kept quiet. Until that night, when everything changed. Just as Cardi thought she'd seen all her surprises, from Offset's polite drop-in to Megan's explosive performance, the lights suddenly dimmed. The DJ's beat faded into a soft instrumental as a huge screen behind the stage flickered on. Cardi froze, champagne glass in hand. The video opened with Stefon Diggs in a sleek black suit sitting in a candlelit room. "Belcalis," he began softly, using her real name. "You always say people see the loud, funny, wild Cardi, but I've seen your quiet moments. The woman who prays before bed, who laughs like a kid when the cameras ain't around, who loves hard even when the world don't always love you back. So tonight, this ain't about the rapper, this is about you." The room went silent. No one even breathed. Cardi's hand flew to her mouth, trembling as her eyes filled with tears. Then the next clip rolled, a heart-melting montage of her realest moments. Laughing with her kids, comforting young fans backstage, even a never-before-seen video of her helping a struggling mother outside a grocery store. Stefon had secretly collected every piece, working with her family and friends to tell one story, her story. And in that moment, The superstar everyone thought they knew was stripped down to something deeper. Real love in its purest form. As the screen faded to black, the crowd held its breath. Then, from behind the stage, Stefon Diggs appeared, holding a small velvet box. The same NFL star who never flinched under roaring stadium lights suddenly looked nervous. Cardi's eyes widened, her heart pounding. "Oh my God, what's happening?" she whispered as he gently took her hand and led her to center stage. "You don't need diamonds, cars, or jets," Stefon said softly. "You just deserve to be loved, the way you love. Fiercely, loudly, without apology. You've carried everyone else's emotions, and tonight, I just wanted to carry yours." The crowd went completely silent as he opened the box. Inside was a custom heart-shaped locket, beautiful and gleaming under the lights. When Cardi peeked inside, she gasped. Tiny engraved portraits of her 2 children sat on one side, and on the other, her late grandmother, the woman who'd meant the world to her. "Stefon, how'd you get these pictures?" she stammered, tears filling her eyes. "Your mom helped me," he said with a soft smile. "She told me your grandma was the reason you never give up, so I wanted you to always carry her with you." And that was it. Cardi broke down completely. She cried loud and hard, clinging to Stefon's chest as cheers filled the room. Her makeup ran, but she didn't care. This was real emotion. Every camera caught her trembling lips whispering, "Nobody ever did something like this for me. Nobody." Even Offset's.
This person trying to make me feel so bad about myself. And I'm arguing back and forth with them on my kid's birthday. And when I sit back and it's like, I can't believe I let this bitch ruin my kid's, my day. And it was my kid's day. So certain things you got to tell yourself, like, it's like, you can't let certain shit online, certain things ruin how.
I love that.
Like, yeah, like you're going to continue your day. Especially now that I have new people in my life. I have a new person in my life. I have kids. I'm having more kids. Like, it's like, I can't let what they say and what certain moments, what people say ruin what I feel. Me and my man, we're very happy that we're having a baby. Like, we're happy.
I love that.
We here. Like, it's like, oh, whatever. It is what it is. We here. Like, I'm not gonna let people make me feel like, take that away from me because
that's amazing.
Like, I'm here. Like, it's like, people, how you feel? I'm like, I'm here.
I'm doing it.
I'm doing it. Well, I'm here. How am I supposed to feel?
Standing off to the side, looked quietly moved by the raw moment. Stefon wiped her tears with his thumb and whispered, "Happy birthday, LC. You deserve peace." Fans later called it the most beautiful Cardi moment ever. Hashtags like hashtag Cardi33, hashtag Diggs Surprise, and hashtag Cardi in Love instantly trended worldwide. Later that night, Cardi posted a single photo. No caption, no diamonds, no filters. Just her and Stefon, forehead to forehead, tears glistening under the lights, that locket shining softly around her neck. Within just an hour, the photo of that heart-shaped locket broke the internet. 10 million likes and counting. During her Instagram Live, Cardi's voice came through soft and honest. "You know, people think success makes you happy," she said. "But love, that's the real thing. I ain't gonna lie, tonight made me feel seen for the first time in a long time." Through teary eyes, she looked straight at the camera and said, "Stefon, you a real one. You made this Bronx girl cry, and that's not easy." Then the internet completely exploded. Fans were convinced they just witnessed a new celebrity couple in the making. Cardi B and Stefon Diggs, the new celeb couple right now, flooded every timeline. Memes, edits, and fan clips took over social media. One viral post joked, "Offset watching like," followed by rows of crying faces. That locket moment became the talk of the world, real love energy at its finest. Even celebrities joined in. Lizzo commented, "I'm not crying, you crying?" Megan Thee Stallion posted, "He really said soft life only for my girl." The reactions didn't stop and everyone agreed. This was Cardi's most heartfelt moment ever. By morning, paparazzi spotted Cardi and Stefon walking out of the mansion hand in hand. No flashy cars, no big crowd, just the two of them. Cardi still wore that same locket and the same glowing smile. When a reporter asked if they were official, she laughed and said, "I don't know what label to put on it yet, but let's just say he got my heart right now." Stefon smiled beside her and said, She deserves every surprise that makes her smile. And just like that, the world had a new favorite power couple, not built on chaos or gossip, but on real emotion and pure connection. One unforgettable night turned into the story that melted even Cardi B's fierce heart. Like, share, and subscribe to Star Watch for more unbelievable celebrity moments you don't want to miss.